what happens when an artist turns their pain and fear into an art. Francis Bacon did just that. His work is haunting, raw, and unforgettable. This is the story of Francis Bacon, the artist behind the screaming faces. Francis Bacon was born in Dublin in 1909. His childhood was filled with pain, and his father was harsh and abusive. Francis Bacon struggled with asthma and rejection. At the age of 16, he was thrown out of his home and left to survive on his own. Bacon's difficult life shaped his art. His paintings show pain, loneliness, and the fragility of life. He used his art to express his struggle and emotions. One of Bacon's famous works is The Screaming Pope, inspired by Diego Velázquez's portrait of Pope Innocent X. Bacon reimagined it as a horrifying scream. The Pope's face shows fear and pain, capturing the darkness of the human soul. Bacon once said, "I always been haunted by the human scream. It's not about the shock. It's about showing the truth of life." Bacon's personal life was full of ups and downs. One of his greatest love was George Dyer, a man with troubled past. Their relationship was passionate but full of conflict. Dyer inspired many of Bacon's works. In 1971, Dyer tragically took his own life. This happened just before Bacon's big exhibition in Paris. Bacon was devastated. His grief can be seen in his black tipped paintings, which show pain and loss in a powerful way. Bacon's style was bold and unique. He used smears, scratches, and strong color to create distorted figures. His art wasn't about beauty, it was about showing the harsh truth of life. Bacon loved studying medical books and photographs. He said, "I want to create images that unlock feelings and show the brutal fact of life." Bacon was his own harshest critic. He often destroyed his own painting in fit of despair, cutting them apart when he felt like they didn't meet his standard. He said, "You have to be ruthless with your own work. It's the only way to move forward." Bacon often painted themes of death and decay. His art reminds us of life fragility. He was fascinated by the idea of life ending, and this shows in his painting. Francis Bacon passed away in 1992, but his art lives on. His work still shock, move, and inspire people around the world. Francis Bacon art shows us that even in darkness, there is meaning. His pain becomes his power, and his art will never be forgotten.
I'm always labelled with horror, but I never think about horror myself specially. I work as near to my instinct as I possibly can, and it's all I can do. I'll be painting something and I think, oh God, this is so bloody awful, and I just don't care what I do, and I just use the brush in any way and I think about nothing, and suddenly it may or may not, suddenly an image emerges on which I can actually get hold of a whole kind of instinctive thing that I've been trying to put down. There comes a moment when some image seems to be right. I can't say if it's truthful, but that it's right. You could even say it's aesthetically right. One's continuously working and thinking and looking at things which don't have any immediate bearing on what you're trying to do, but they come up like, and so you make a vast kind of well of images within yourself out of which things are coming. I only work for myself, and just by chance it happens, for some reason I've been lucky enough to be able to live by something that really obsesses me.
What keeps you painting?
Because it excites me, and I'm always full of hope that something remarkable is going to turn up.